China, one of the world's oldest civilizations, the birthplace of paper, gunpowder, noodles, and dynasties that lasted for centuries. But have you ever wondered, why is it called China? Because here's the twist. The people who live there don't call it China at all. Let's dive into the ancient story behind the name China and how it became known around the world. What the Chinese call themselves. In Mandarin Chinese, the country is called Zhōngguó. It means central nation or middle kingdom. The idea? That China was the center of civilization, surrounded by less developed tribes and territories. This name has been in use since at least the Zhou Dynasty over 2,500 years ago. But China? That word didn't come from within. It came from outsiders. The origins of the word China. Most historians believe the word China comes from the name of a powerful dynasty, the Qin, pronounced Qin Dynasty, which ruled from 221 to 206 BCE. The Qin unified the warring states, built parts of the Great Wall, and created the first centralized Chinese empire. Their name was pronounced Qin, and that sound made its way west through trade with India, Persia, and eventually Europe. In Sanskrit, early records refer to the land as China, and later, in Latin texts, it becomes Sina or China. From Qin to global recognition. As the Silk Road flourished, Chinese silk, ceramics, and tea reached the Middle East and Europe. But while the goods traveled easily, the name evolved with every culture that passed it on. By the time Marco Polo reached Asia in the 13th century, the name China had already been adopted across much of Europe. So even though the Qin dynasty only lasted 15 years, it gave rise to a name the world still uses today. What's in a name today? Today, China is the name used in English and many other global languages. But inside the country, people still say Zhōngguó and see their nation as the heart of a long, unbroken cultural story. So while China comes from Qin, the people who live there have called it the Middle Kingdom for thousands of years. A name tied to pride, culture, and identity. So now you know, China comes from a dynasty that changed the world. But the people who live there call it something much older and deeper. Which country name should I explore next? Drop your idea in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who loves Chinese culture and history. See you in the next country.